Welcome to the Go Big with Gib podcast, where we talk to professionals, business owners, and entrepreneurs about their big wins. Hey guys, and welcome to this episode of Go Big with Gib. I'm Gib Irons, your host. Welcome to the show today. A few days ago, I read an email that Elon Musk sent to Tesla employees. And in that, he talks about 6 tips for increasing productivity. I found the email to be very insightful, and I wanted to share it with you and share with you some of my insights. So here are the 6 tips. Number 1, he says, avoid large meetings. Excessive meetings are the blight of big companies and almost always get worse over time. Please get out of all large meetings unless you're certain that they are providing value to the whole audience, in which case keep them very short. I've always believed in this. I think, getting my entire staff together, while it's kind of cool to have like a boardroom feel, I believe that a lot of the folks in the room are not actually participating in the discussion. Getting rid of large meetings is a way to increase productivity, and I tend to agree with that. Number 2, no frequent meetings. He says, also get rid of frequent meetings. Unless you are dealing with an extremely urgent matter, meeting frequency should drop rapidly once the urgent matter is resolved. So no large meetings, get rid of frequent meetings. Number 3, he says, leave a meeting if you're not contributing. Walk out of a meeting or drop a call as soon as it is obvious that you aren't adding value. It's not rude to leave. It is rude to make someone stay and waste their time. This I thought was really interesting because I can't tell you how many Zoom calls I've been on since COVID and in-person meetings where I felt like I wasn't really bringing anything to the table. And as the CEO of the company, if my presence is not required, I need to be doing other things. And I need to be focused on my highest and best use. The 4th thing that Elon talked about was don't use technical jargon. He basically says, speak plainly. Anything that requires an explanation inhibits communication. We don't want people to have to memorize a glossary just to function at Tesla. And number 5, he says, communicate directly instead of through the hierarchy. His exact words were, communication should travel via the shortest path necessary to get the job done, not through the chain of command. And the 6th rule is follow logic, not rules. In general, always pick common sense as your guide. If following a company rule is obviously ridiculous in a particular situation, then the rule should change. My office has adopted these policies for several years, and we really don't have any large meetings. We don't have frequent meetings. We keep everybody on task, working on what they can do to be as productive as possible. And in a firm where a large portion of our income is based on billable hours, we want folks focused on billing hours. We don't want them sitting in administrative meetings that are simply wasting their time. Another catchphrase that I use with my employees is be brief, be bright, and be gone. If you're an employee and you're working in a company and you want to be successful, the best thing you can do is come to the table with great ideas, express them in a very brief manner, and then go away. This will help to increase productivity if you can remember those 3 tips. It was from 2018 when Elon wrote the message to all Tesla employees, and it's a great read, very interesting, and I hope you can apply some of these principles in your business. Thank you for joining us today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for listening to this episode of Go Big with Gib. If you haven't already, go follow us on social media at Gib Irons. We'll see you next time.